First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. This will make it into the end zone. Right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, Love. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
This is Aaron Jones. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Love from the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
8-yard pickup.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Now Jones. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
4th and goal.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Green Bay.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup.
6 yards. Now Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
On the carry.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football.
4 yards.
And I believe that they've done that here in the first.
Jones. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings.
Complete to Gary Jennings.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
And it's 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll go with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And he didn't want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Well, throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle here to Brown. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flushed out right. Band in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50. He's at the... And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Following the interception, Love. They'll roll him out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah.
And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Down and 10.
And again, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and goal at the
Here's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the Packers' 8-yard line.
Second down and goal. Mayfield. That is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Love now. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. This is Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Third down.
Third down, Love. It's coming, and down he goes. Deshaun Hand coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little? Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Brings up second down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. As he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Let's take it at around the 40. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Aaron Jones.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Jones. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
A 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side.
Mayfield's pass.
It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Jones. 47 yards.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And the lead is up to 5.
The kick is good. Makes the score Packers 12, Lions 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
4-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And out across midfield down to the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Challenge now, 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Mayfield with it once more. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Mayfield. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
10 at the 10-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a... Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50, the 40. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hand, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked to a bunch, and a year-out zone. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A second down throw for Mayfield. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better.